I don't know if y'all can hear that, but they're having a good time over there. So good morning. As you can notice, it's a little nippy out today. I think it's like 54 degrees right now. It might be 8 o'clock in the morning. And we're outside for our, let me flip it around here. So we got Annie Poo Annie over here. We got Winnie. Winnie, where are you going, Winnie? Them crazy blue eyeballs. Them crazy blue eyeballs, Winnie. And then we got Mr. Sid over there. Let me get him zoomed up a little bit. Now that he's coming over here. There he is. Sid? Sid. I see you looking at me, mister. But alright, yeah, so. God, Dummy's playing with a rock again. I mean, he's just playing with a rock again. So there ain't a cloud in the sky. I don't know if you can see that back there. I know it looks like it's white, but it's just blue. It's all blue. It's a pretty nice day today, I guess. Mid-70s or so. People asked about the tomatoes. I haven't gotten to the tomatoes yet. I'm going to give them a little bit more, and then we'll start processing them as we go. I'll record some of that, but my garden is overgrown. So, yeah, I've staked up some of the peppers. I actually put cardboard down, so next year that is something that I'm going to do. As you can see, I got cardboard down through here. That helps out tremendously. I've got a few peppers. What I have noticed is that you start getting some kind of rot. All right, so see down here, and you get rot down in there, and it don't look good, and things don't grow in it. Hang on. So yeah, so my fennel didn't turn out all that great. It's I think it's probably because of how the weeds just overdid me, and I didn't get them weeded. The beans need to be done again. This will be like the 4th harvest on them. I may let them go to seed, and then we'll have hard beans. I had to remove cabbages. They were, as you can see, the leaves on this one are rotten. Not that you can see them real good, but I had a couple that were not doing well at all, so I removed them. Chickens really liked it, and these guys here all look okay. As you can see, I removed the weeds around them. My herbs aren't doing too bad. My rosemary looks good. My peas, this is what we did for peas. So I think I got two of them that actually grew peas. So we're going to get, like, you know, a meal out of my 2 pea trellises. I've harvested quite a bit off of this. I've dried some of it out. I know it's not as good dried out, but I did save some of it. Still got that flavor. It's just not as pungent as it is that way. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the dill. I know it's gone to seed, but I don't understand. Should I have trimmed it off, and then it would have just stayed as long as I didn't let it go to flower like this? Just kind of like the basil. As long as I didn't let it go to flower, will it keep growing the green foofy stuff that I wanted? Oh, cucumbers. We've done some cucumbers off of here. This kind of went slow. I think the heat in the middle of the summer with no rain maybe did us in, or I don't know. So it's growing them. I've gotten, I think, 4 quarts of, and I pickle chipped them all. I did normal cucumbers. They didn't grow, so only the pickling cucumbers did. The Boston picklers grew. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just making pickle chips for burgers and stuff. And I keep getting this funky, see that? So I'm not sure what's causing that. I have to do some research. Maybe it's where I have them. It's oregano. There you go. It's oregano. Oregano's doing good. The thyme is my parsley's doing good. It's just overgrown over there with weeds. The cilantro and the last one out there, yeah, that went to seed right off the get-go. So apparently you're supposed to plant cilantro now. So the tomatoes actually, I've already harvested some out of here. So we got tomatoes coming in, and as you can see, it's been a few weeks since you guys have been in here. So this looks really good. I like it. I got fruit. I got big fruit, and that's all that matters. So, I mean, I've got a lot. As you can see, I got some to get out of here. I'm only processing them as we go. I need to come through and do some more trimming and some weeding. I haven't done any. So let me show you what it looks like. All right, so these fruits here, you see how big these fruits are. All right, so oops, I broke that right off there. Chickens will love me for it. You see how big that one is? Okay, and you see, well, kind of see them. See how these plants are doing. I've kind of, you know, pruned these plants and taken care of them a little bit better than these ones out here. Now, these ones are outside, not in the heat. I'm not going to say they're not growing, but these are the same. These are the same plants. These are the 2 extra ones I had right here from those plants in there. And these fruit, they're just, it's a lot smaller out here. The heat makes a big difference on them. I think I got a couple ripe ones out here. They're okay down here in the bottom. They got big on the bottom, but after that they went small because it's wasting too much time growing extra, you know, because I didn't do any pruning, no sucker leaves, no nothing. So you can see all the different tops and vines, and like, look at that cherry thing over there. That's a nightmare. I gotta have a tomato worm out here by the looks of that plant. I'm gonna have to find him. I have never seen one here, but the top of this plant is gone, as you can see that right there, and that one right there. So there's got to be a horned tomato worm out here somewhere. I think a blacklight finds them at night, I believe. I'm gonna bet that's what the culprit is out here. Not that it matters, as long as he doesn't get in my greenhouse. These were just extra ones I put out. I will harvest off of them. My squash is doing great. As you can see, I just kind of tied it up. She is about, say 4.5 foot tall right now. So you can see I got it tied up here. So trellising it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it does keep it off the ground. And you can see it makes the fruit so much easier to get there. They're just hanging, and they kind of grow as they come up. And the same thing, my zucchini is a little late, so, but I have gotten zucchini off of it. So you see I've got it tied there, and I've got it tied there. My sunflowers, I have not seen the top of my sunflower. It's gonna be 9 foot tall, and so is that one, and that one, and I don't know if you can see them, that one, and that one. There's a little one over there. That's because something ate the top of it. Now this thing is really, really cool. I don't know how well you can see it here. I took a picture of it, but it's like stupid pine trees in my way. It's it's just hanging fruit over here. These big old butternut squash, and it's kind of cool. I'll look at it from the other side here in a minute. But it's like the trellis is covered with vines, and then it runs out the front side of it over there. I'm not sure what to do with these. I think you treat them like potatoes, but they store really well, I guess. And then this stuff here hasn't really done anything. The broccoli hasn't gotten any heads or anything. Hasn't gone to seed either. Okay, so let me back this up some. There you go. So that's what it looks like. I think it's kind of cool looking like that. I should have took a picture before I mowed out here. But it's really kind of cool. And now here you can get a full kind of a spectrum of what my tomatoes outside look like. We have one puppy left. And we're babysitting one of the puppies that work here. But so we got one little white one left here. I'm not sure. They're noisy. So this one here, he's here on loan. We already sold him, but they went way up north in UP and didn't want to take him in the car. So left eye, the blue eye, is sold. This guy right here needs to get. He's got a right blue eye, so he's not sold yet. Well, left eye is sold, so you get lefty and righty there, which is really weird. It's easy to tell them apart once you figure out what's right and left. Yeah, I suppose I could back that up. So we got this guy here. He's going to be our new little stud. This is Bruno, and he's been pretty interested in her. She was supposed to be bred, so I don't know. Over here, this guy, Pooh, has been really interested in her, and I'm pretty sure she's going into heat. So that's what we want. We want to breed a Lily. Yeah, and that's about it. I got some other stuff going on. I got back into the shop, so that kind of tinkers with some of my time. I had a chicken sitting on eggs, and she decided to sit on a different batch of eggs, and I think they expired. Bummer, but they were viable eggs. We candlelit them, and there was little ones in there moving around, but the last time I did it, nothing was moving, and she wasn't sitting on them no more. So I think they know. But I do have an incubator, so I know my rooster's doing his job. He's sitting down here. He's sitting right there in the corner. But he's doing his job, and maybe we'll incubate some in the spring. Here you guys wanna yeah, they'll get that eaten. How well you all can see this. So I've gotten this far in this. I've been using a thicker blade than what I probably should be, and I'm not going to be able to get these fine lines. So I've done everything that I can with the fat blade, and you see what I mean by, see how fat that cut is? Well, I need it to be more like these cuts over here. You see these ones are a little thinner as opposed to this one here. That's a straight cut. Well, kind of, it's a wiggly cut. But anyways, I did these with a thinner blade. I just kept breaking the blades. So I did everything I thought was, I didn't really need the thin blades on, but all this detail in this fish, his spines and his fins and his markings up his sides, I'm going to do with a thinner blade. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. This is my new to me saw I got from Shaylee over there at Midnight Scroll Her. Aside from that, my little pump deal over here is plugged up. You see it doesn't look real good down in there. It's kind of gooey. So I got to get this cleaned out because it's supposed to do specifics. It pumps out the exact amount for this, and yeah. So I got to get that cleaned out. If I can't get it cleaned out, they have a rebuild kit for it. They're going to send me. I've talked to them about it. I got to get this nightmare cleaned up. I'm pretty sure most of this is probably bad by now. I know I can't hardly get it out of the pumps, so I get for not using them for 3 months or so. But I do got a bunch of stuff I got to get going on. So I've got some projects up here for my other channel. And as you can see, I haven't even cleaned up in here from the last week's video. There's my cups, and yeah, there's a pile of stuff on the floor, and the camera and the lathe, and yeah. For those of you that don't know, I do have another YouTube channel. It's that one right there on the wall. But it is what it is. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot. When I get to processing those tomatoes, we'll bring you in on it. I got a bunch in the freezer I still have to process. Come on, keep that out there. Look at that. Would be some angry birds. Oh, there we go. That's it. I'm gonna get dinked now. Put a flag on there. We got some events coming up. I got a car show. Got a couple car shows I might go to. Take you guys with me. Take the Ford out. I've had people ask about the Ford, so we'll take the Ford out. We might go to Gilmore Model A Days here in September. It's the biggest Model A Day event, so there's going to be over 400 Model A's there. Where's me? There I am. Most of which are driven there. So there's still 1 million of those things on the road, almost 100 years old. Like, you know. But yeah, speaking of deer season, that's coming up. Turkey season's coming up. I still want to go do some fishing. I think salmon season's coming up. So hopefully I can get it together and figure out how to do all this with the equipment I have and not destroy anything, because I really don't want to throw my phone in the river when we're fishing for salmon if we go do that. And then deer season, I got to be careful with what we do with that. So I might, go out and film the deer, but nothing more than that, because you know how they are. You can't bring no pew-pews on the show. So I do have a crossbow, but I've seen other complaints where they're complaining about people with hunting and fishing, and they're kind of tanking on those channels. So I don't really want to do that. I didn't bring this out here. It's just kind of what I do after the fact, So anyways, I'm going to leave you with my cool looking butternut squash trellis thing. I really like it. It's cool. I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Sorry I'll give you as an update, but you know, I haven't had anything really going on this week. I kind of took a little break and worked in the other shop. So you all have a great weekend, and I'll leave you with this.